Good evening, gentlemen. Another Sunday session with Sammy. I'm uploading some of these videos to YouTube because there's a lot of good stuff that's worth now putting out into the world. As scared as I was to get this thing going, now I'm just inspired. And you guys, most of you saw the picture from earlier. Oh, Ed, 89 years old, man. I'm wearing breathing strips lately, and I think it's messing my nose up. But anyway, can't wait till tomorrow. I get better looking every day. I'm just playing. Everybody saw that picture of Ed, and a couple weeks ago I was trying to figure out this title of tonight's video. What's your what for? And I've been going to the old Planet Fitness down here in Daytona Beach. That's where I got my gym membership. And granted, Florida's full of old people. But a lot of this inspiration that I'm getting, that hopefully I'm passing on some to you, is coming from people like Ed. And in that gym, I on any given day, there is no less, I'm going to be real, no less than 6 old people coming in there on walkers. And I'm talking about from the parking lot, not up there at the front row. Those are reserved for the early old people, lazies. But legit, like old people, like old, and coming in there on walkers. There's this one lady, one of her legs, ankles, I guess, foot it's like, it's gimp, Jack. Like, it's hard for her to get around. And she gets in there and does a full workout. And these other old people, they're so absolutely inspiring to me. To, like, when I'm in the gym, it makes me go harder and bigger and more and think more and complain less. And so today I do my 100 burpee challenge. Hopefully you guys are on that train because that's intense. But I'm sitting there, I'm doing pecs, little pec decky thing, little bars coming back and forth. And this guy just a shade under 100 sitting across from me. And I'm like, I'm going to talk to one of these dudes. I see people talk to each other, and I don't talk to people. It's just my thing. But I just I just want to let you know, guys your age are truly inspiring to other gentlemen, guys, my age, or I'm kind of one of the youngers of what I would call being inspired from somebody that old. But, and so we started a little small talk, a little banter back and forth. And he said, "How old do you think I am?" And I was going to say early 80s, but truth be told, I didn't want to piss anybody off. Part of me, I said, I don't know, early 70s, mid 70s. And he said, "I'm 89 years old." And I almost fell off the little equipment I was on, the chair I was sitting in. It blew my mind. And brings me to my point here is where I'm from is dudes don't live to 89 years old. And I don't want to say it like jokingly, but dudes don't live that long. And this dude's 89 years old, driving himself to the gym and working out 3 days a week. And if that's not inspiring in and of itself, we need to take another step with you. But it is, and I know it is. And I went, dang, 3 days a week. And I said, I didn't go heavy with this guy because I'm sweating, breathing hard, and he's doing his thing. But just me striking up a conversation, you could feel the energy change, the joy change. His demeanor kind of lifted. And I said, like, what's the trick? Like, what do you do? And it's, if I'm lying, I'm dying. And what do I harp on in here? Drink more water, move your body, right? That's the premise of everything that I'm about. And Ed, 89 years young, he says, well, you got to move. You got to move your body. And you got to drink water. And you got to watch your diet. And that's what he said. 89 years old, in the gym 3 days a week. And I went, that's simple, huh? And he goes, kind of. And we had some other small talk, and he said, you won't believe how old my wife is. And I said, how old is she? And he said, 93. So 89 and 93 years old. And I said, does she get around, fairly well? And he goes, oh, with a walker. And I said, Ed, that's amazing. I said, I see, and I just spoke on it. I'd see people in and out of here every day on walkers. And then I just finished my workout, and we're doing the same thing, a little chest and tries, and Ed gets done, and he kind of passes in front of me, and he kind of taps me, and he goes, don't wear that thing out. And, he probably had nobody talking to his old ass, if we're going to be honest. And so I didn't know him before today. I hope I get to see him again. But if I don't, Ed's going to be a part of me forever. Because I'm going to get to 89, and I'm going to be in the gym 3 days a week. And so I guess what this is kind of evolving into here, this conversation, this talk is like, there is a reason. What is your what for? And I was looking at some old videos and talking about going to the gym versus doing push-ups and the whole bit. And if your what for is only so you can be next to your woman for as long as you can, that's the most inspiring, inspirational, uplifting thing I could ever think of. Because where that takes you, we don't even know, right? We're 40s, 50s. There's maybe a 60-year-old in here. There's some 30-year-olds, some 20-year-olds, I believe. So, guys, this is an all ages, all hands on deck message that all this nonsense I'm barking at you, don't let it fall on deaf ears. Like, I don't care where you're at in your journey. Nobody cares where you're at in your journey except you. Get up, move your body. Be glad to get to 89. God, I mean, I'm kind of speechless if we're going to be honest, but the simple things he said, he goes, I walk a lot. And I try to get in here about 3 times a week. You know how old people talk. And I was just like, you have no idea. I did. I looked at him dead in his face. And being now finally of this person I'm becoming, I can speak to whomever. And I said, you just have no idea, man. You have no idea how inspiring that is. And then I do a set. He does a set. And I was like, man, kind of getting a little jonesy, and I pulled my phone out, act like I was looking at it. I wait till he got done getting his. God, he was getting it too, man. And I said, Ed, hey, you don't mind if I take a picture of you, do you? I said, I got this men's group, and Sunday nights we do a little live chat, and there's a lot of people really changing their lives, and I try to bring these different levels of inspiration where I get them from. I don't make this stuff up. I'm drawing it from somewhere else. And he just right then, yeah. So I turn my little selfie camera on, and he says, put that picture out there into the world. Let them know that you can do it. And so I took that picture, and it was just awesome. Like, I'm 43. I feel like I'm 14. I'm on my way to 89 and beyond, hopefully. God willing, God bless. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, dudes. It don't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what level of anything that you're at. Drink more water, move your body, and get to a point where you can participate in your own life. Don't be dictated by tiredness or complaining or bad mental game. Like, that's not where and how life is. Life is more than that, right? And so I'm glad Miss Crystal chimed in and kind of called us out on this burpee challenge. I don't know that I'd ever done 100 burpees in like a row or, at the same time, so to speak. And it's hard. And I know the physical side's the easy part. The hard part's right here. And I posted in that thread and kind of taking some rough notes, but like, nothing's easy to start, but everything's easy to finish, right? That first step, getting moving and not being scared of, my blood pressure medication, or I got a hip or a shoulder, or I mean, I made every single excuse in the book. I've got every medical reason in the world to make every excuse in the book. And that, I don't know if you guys could see it, but when I was talking about joining the gym, like that was a big deal to me. I talked about it. I hem-hawed around about it. I went and visited the one in Joplin. I got down here and hem-hawed around a little bit, but like I went and signed up. I went and did it. And then like going to that first gym session, I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And like this gym's full of, half of it's 70-year-olds and above. And I got done and, now you're in the groove and it's like, why did I even get my own way about that for so long? Like my shoulder pain, my neck pain, I still have it. My neck hurts right now. My shoulders are a little tingy right now. My headache is it's always a base level headache. And some of this stuff is getting significantly better, but like I say like, if you're a fat ass, that's fine. And if you're like, I can't hardly get out of my chair. Well, cool. Get out of your chair. Go get a drink of water. Go back, sit in your chair. Catch your breath. Get up. Go get a drink of water. Go back to your chair. If that's what you're doing, do that. And if you're beyond that, keep going. If you see somebody or know somebody, snag them. Like, we're not designed like with a battery. And like when we're born, it's a full charge. And as we get older, it just slowly withers away, and that's the end of us. We can keep our battery charged. Water, the right kind of water, right? Breathing, the right kind of breathing. Food. But oh boy, you boys don't even understand where I'm about to take this thing with food. But that's it. That's life. And then we're going to get into other things about being barefoot, being in the sun, being in the dirt, like, the season of sugar, the season of sickness is coming to an end. Halloween to Easter, we're almost to Easter. Today's Palm Sunday, Easter's next Sunday. Spring, summer, like tan, sweating, outside, gardening, mowing, tree trimming. There's a reason that we go through these natural cycles. Now I got it on video. I got it on record. It's never going to go away now. We get to reference that for the rest of our lives, and hopefully this technology, I can figure out how to keep it cruising, but that's why I'm putting the videos on YouTube. Like, this is all solid stuff that we're doing and then we're talking about, and the feedback I'm getting from you guys, the intensity of getting your lazy butt up and thinking you're going to defend your homestead when you can't make 5 trips to the refrigerator or up the stairs to your kid's room without running out of breath. It's real, dudes. It's really, really real. And oh, Ed, 89 years young, 3 days in the gym. I'm not going to call you guys out, but what's your excuse, man? Like 40, 50 people are constantly interacting on this page. We got 80 in here, 60 to 70 I can see pop in and do some things. But if you watch this or you turn it on and your attention spans of a goldfish or a squirrel and you're like, oh, F. Ellis, man, what's he know? Well, I know I'm on the right path. And if you're not there yet, get there. Literally, I will come hold your hand to get you moving. I will, personally, in real life, not on video, not faking it, not talking smack. Like, get your butt moving. You can get off all of those medications. You can get off all of the things that you think are sustaining your life. Gentlemen, those are shortening. They are diminishing your life. Be it substances, be it prescription medication. No, absolutely not. I'm not going to go down that road tonight because we're inspired. Ed, 89, dog. Like what's your excuse? Get moving. So, back to it. Do these burpees. If you're like, I've never done a burpee, get on YouTube, type in how to do a burpee. And it's going to show you how to do a burpee. Do one. Just do one of them. And if you're like, I can do burpees. I did burpees back in my day. Okay, well, back in my day, this is your day. Today, right now, this is the day that we have. Do your push-ups. Do your air squats. You don't even need to join a gym. You don't need weights. Do your thing. Because if you're not showing up for yourself, how the flip do you think you're going to show up for somebody else? And that's my point. And I'm not mad at you. I'm literally as the most inspired I've ever been, maybe potentially in my entire life. The Star Spangled Banner really gets my blood flowing and juices going. But like, I had a vision, right? A thing with this and with myself and my healing process and, you know, getting sober, like 6 weeks today, me. Sober, Sam, every single one of you jack wagons knows I was always Mr. Good Time. Always had something to say. I'm at the realest version of myself I've never knew existed. And then I take all of this, whatever I had up here, and I finally converse with somebody that's 89 years young. And they're still going. They're not resting on their heels. They're not dying in their 60s, early 70s, because their body's done. They gave up. Oh, we just get cancer and die. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't do that. That's not the intention of life. Refill your battery. Live a little bit. Have some fun. There's nobody breathing down your neck. I mean, if I'm breathing down your neck, let's have a conversation. If you think this is an old coach or an old drill instructor or something, nah, dude, have some fun with it. There's literally nobody harping on you about anything. So do it. Have some fun with it and watch what happens to yourself. And I know there's some dudes in here. I know for a 100% fact, because we communicate, that they started doing their push-ups. Now it's been a few months ago. And they're like, man, my shirt's fitting different, you know, like the water thing was huge. It's a huge thing. We're 73% water. Is there any correlation to the earth to that? Yeah, man, it gets deep quick, but like we're comprised of water. Like drinking sodas, what do you think's going to happen to you? But like I always say, don't deprive yourself of living, but know what you're doing. Be aware, be conscious of your own existence. Quit being reactive to the world around you. Watching TV, buying stuff from the ads. You don't need 97% of that crap. It's all crap. If you see an ad for something, you don't need it. You don't need it if there's an ad for it. You don't. So, be it burpees, be it push-ups, be it air squats, be it a gym membership, be it getting in the pool, swimming some laps this summer, heading to Arkansas or Colorado for a hike, taking your family on vacation. Like, there's dudes, plenty of dudes now that I definitely see and definitely know or know of. Like, they live in what I'm calling an adventure life. I saw the other life. Burp, burp, get some rum, sit at the pool bar, lounging on the beach. It's not going to take you where you want it to, gentlemen. So if there's ever been a time, it's right now, today, in this exact moment. And as this video lives on forever, right now, start right now. Don't worry about 5 minutes ago. Don't worry about 5 months or 5 years ago. Don't worry about what you could used to do. What can you do right now for you? That's the question that we lay in front of us. Ed, 89 years young, in the gym 3 days a week. If you ain't got a gym, you ain't got time to get to the gym, driveway gym. The dude stuff dude, he's a big inspiration for this whole thing. I watched him for a long time, and he's got driveway gym. Get outside. Just do it. Start doing it. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see where this goes. If you're at day 1 of this or you're at day 70 of just watching, start communicating with me. Let me know where you're at. We can facilitate things. I can be at your doorstep, or I can send you an email. I can be in your earbuds the first time you go to the gym. I've got the craziest social anxiety. And every time I think I about got it whooped, it's because I've been by myself for a week. And then I go see more than 4 people at one place. And I'm like, oh shit. Right? Like, I have every single excuse in the book, and I lived every single excuse in the book. And like I said, 3 years ago, I was caved in. I was almost useless to myself. Well, I actually was. And in 3 years, that's what's happened. Fast forward, just look at the last year. Things have come so far, so fast. Our bodies are designed to heal themselves. Our bodies are designed to heal themselves. Not pills, none of that nonsense. Take care of yourself and let your body do what it wants to do no matter what. Whoo! It gets heavy fast, guys, and it shows you my passion and my realness to this. And when I'm talking, I'm not coming from a place of greed or views or likes or whatever. Like, this is free and it's going to always be free. I'm coming from a place of, I've experienced some shit. I got some things to say. And I know if one person, I don't care, one person gets one sentence out of anything that I say that makes them better, I'm doing my part. We don't have to speak to 300 million people, 100,000 people. No, there's 3 people on here right now. You're listening. So that's all I got to say for this Sunday. Be more like Ed. Love you guys.